Hello there, Qckslvrslash, and today we have a video courtesy of Meister, who I'm just gonna stop because they're zooming in and out. And as you can see, playing on neighbors, domination mode, and this is a mode I definitely enjoy on this map. Yesterday I shared one that was a standard battle, and I don't like how they tend to evolve. But with the three caps in domination, you're forced to kind of split your attention. And it tends to disperse your fleet just a little more, though the lemming train can still occur. So the Blyskawica, what can I say about her other than I love the ship? 7 guns in 4 turrets, good torpedoes that are just beyond your detection range so you can stealth fire them, and overall just a good to drive ship. If you enjoy your Russian destroyers, she's going to feel pretty similar. About the same kind of shell velocities and arcs, and same kind of turret traverse performance. The one unique thing being she's a Polish ship, so the captain can't really be used for anything else. I had held out hope that the Polish captain might be usable in the Royal Navy line, but just doesn't look like it's going to be the case. And my reasoning for maybe the Polish captain being usable in the Royal Navy line is, well, basically when Poland was invaded, all their ships, as part of an operation, left, joined up with the Royal Navy, and worked alongside the Royal Navy. But I'm guessing kind of like real life, where part of the agreement there was the Polish ships would be crewed and commanded by Polish individuals. So there's no real cross-training there, and I guess I was just getting my hopes up because I really wanted more of a reason for this commander to be super useful, but I'm sure everyone knows that, and honestly, the ship is still worth it just to have, even if the commander can't be cross-trained, and you can make some really good money in her just at that tier 7, kind of right in the mix of making some solid money, premium, and well, Hull's gonna get away with one here, sitting a little side on in the smoke, but the speed boost was active, so he got out of the way. Torps ran out as well. So you can see he's quickly just picking targets, getting the guns firing, shooting a Leningrad, which is one of the destroyers that I don't have yet. I never purchased it. I just personally didn't feel it was necessary, didn't entirely like the idea behind Leningrad, but almost regretting it now, and might pick her up at some point because having come against some very competent players in her, clearly she can do the damage just like the Bliss can. So, as you can see, and as I was saying, the teams have spread out a lot more. Unlike that standard battle where you kind of got the giant carousel teams trying to drive around opposite sides of the map, both these teams have really kind of pancaked into one another and spread out, and well, Hull's team was the first to lose a ship, which is a little unfortunate, and I'm hoping this is just a bit of a replay bug, that the North Carolina is what's targeted, despite the fact that he's shooting at the turrets, because it's a little silly to shoot at a different ship than you've got targeted, because you'll lose that accuracy. Lights a fire, and it's just doing what you'd expect a destroyer to do, slowly weaving and just opening range, get out of that kind of zone where it's really easy to hit you. As you can see, the turrets did not succeed at landing any shells there. And now it looks like Hull's starting to fire at that North Carolina hero bride. And I just feel bad. Fire with the first volley, and that North Carolina's alone. He's got to be focusing on that turrets, because you can't ignore another tier 8 battleship that close to you. The turrets is definitely in torpedo range. You can see him picking on the North Carolina, and well, Hull's just essentially farming damage here. No real risk of getting shot by anything, just assisting the turrets and doing the damage, and well, that North Carolina is not going to be long for this world. A pair of battleships and a destroyer picking on them, just not going to go well. The only thing I might have done in Hull's case is I may have charged that North Carolina. I just feel because of the pressure from the Tirpitz and his friendly North Carolina, he may have been able to get in there and launch some torpedoes, which do some really good damage. As you can see, oh, maybe they won't display. That kind of sucks. I wish that was a feature in replays that you could hover over and see the stats. But you just have to take my word. These torps are very effective, kind of like the Russian torpedoes. They're a little tuned down, but you get the bonus range. And unfortunately, I think that Tirpitz is about to eat a Pete, and he does. And hopefully those fires are burning because he chose to let them and not because his damage control is out, because otherwise he's dead. And unfortunately it looks like his damage control was out. So that Tirpitz, probably not long for this world. And, well, things are a little in favor of Yahol's team, but I'm definitely not calling this one yet. Both teams have a cap. And yeah, Yahol's team's up by a cruiser and a destroyer kill, but that can change quite quickly. And what I personally see happening here, to just talk about how I read the map, Yahol's team is starting to get spread out, whereas the enemy team is starting, well, for the most part, starting to kind of group up. They're all at Charlie there. So a couple of these guys on Yahol's team could end up caught out and rather focused down. And the ships in this area aren't really going to get into help because they've got a North Carolina and Tirpitz to deal with. And as you can see, they're picking on Sputnik 1985 there, making quick work of him. That's really one of the things that can quite easily happen in these battles. Is, yeah, you get ahead a ship or two, but your spacing becomes inconvenient because those one or two ships died because your whole fleet was in one spot, so you killed them really easily. But as you start to spread out, the enemy team can start to take advantage of that. You can see Yahol just skirting the edge of the cap, making sure to stay in. Personally, I would have gone a little straighter at that smoke, because what he's risking now is getting a little too close to those battleships. The second he's spotted, they may choose to switch targets to him. But I do get what he's doing. He's trying to put himself in a position to be flanking the Sims as he detects it, exactly as he was. So ultimately, I'm not going to criticize that play too much. It was well played, and you can see that Sims is just completely caught out. And my god, the stutter on the Sims there. So with the Sims dead, definitely safe to kind of camp up here. You don't want to be exposed within 6k of a battleship, who, for some reason, despite aiming at him, didn't seem to fire at him. I never quite get that. Like, you think you'd fire at the destroyer that's within 6k, but maybe the Tirpitz just decided it wasn't necessary. The smoke's going up, I can't kill him in a single hit, I'll just let him be. Well, that's going to prove to be a mistake, because Yahol is just going to go to town with HE. He lit 2 fires, they got put out. There's a 3rd fire, it's still put out. That damage control's got to shut down eventually. There's the Tirpitz's torpedoes. They shouldn't make it all the way to him. Yeah, there they are, running out. And there's a fire, finally. And that one is gonna stick, as Yahol continues to just build damage. Another fire, he's closing in on 50k. And I kind of feel bad for this Tirpitz. There's nothing he can do, really. He could try charging the smoke, but that's not a smart thing, to charge a smoke where a destroyer is. You can see he tries to aim. He actually gets one shell in, but it's not going to be enough. Those fires and this just withering HE fire is going to take him down. And any second, there's the kill. And look at that. Over 50, over 60 continuous hits on that Tirpitz. And he's at 61,000 damage now. Got this enemy Nagato coming in from the north, or the east. And then that one lone enemy battleship. So I think the best play as a team here would to be leave that battleship, let him drive over, take the cap, you've got the point lead, and chasing him down just pulls players away. And you can take your superior numbers and just slam into that enemy team. And, well, I don't think that's exactly what's happening. You can see a battleship and destroyer kind of peeling off to go defend A. And in this situation, I don't think that's the smartest play. I think staying grouped up is a better play, but only time will tell. Yahool doing a good job to keep his guns firing, even when he can't precisely aim, riding the shells in, seeing where they're landing, and I do this all the time. I watch where the shells land, adjust my fire the next volley, and when I start seeing a number of hits per volley, I just lock it in there and just go to town. But this Nagato's not going to last too much longer. It'll be a while, but you know, he doesn't have a good shot. Here come the shells. These Polish destroyers are sneaky. Yahool putting the rudder over, slipping in between the shell dispersion, and there's a fire finally on that Nagato. And it looks like that one's going to stick. The Nagato's health slowly ticking away, though he is using Repair Party. And that Nagato is just running at this point. Yahool's going to just kind of luck chuck some torpedoes in case that Nagato decides to turn in. I don't think he will, which means he's never going to get into torpedo range, but it never hurts, and it's not like he's got anything else to fire them at. And now it's just time to let the guns go to work, and they have been working hard. 246 hits so far in this game, 75,000 damage. That fire is still ticking away, and it looks like the Nagato is just given up trying to shoot him, and probably aiming for that friendly cruiser. Oh, no, the guns are finally coming over. He decided I am going to pay attention. But where's he aiming? Let's go like 2 ship lengths behind, and the second set of shells is no better. And, well, he did turn in. Is the torp going to hit him, or is it going to run out? And it hits him, gets the kill. And, well, things are just looking good. The destroyer that went chasing off to A died, but the battleship got the enemy one, and this one's pretty much in the bag. You never know, that Tirpitz could pretty much blap that Mogami, and then they're almost right back in it, but things aren't looking good for the enemy team, and they're looking quite good for Yahool. 90,000 damage, 3 kills so far, and just a well-played game. Did what he needed to. He got into the cap. He ousted that Sims. And now he's going for the final cap. And this is just going to force the enemy team to make a desperate move. And that Tirpitz on low health is definitely looking like a tasty morsel. And why not fire? He's not going to be able to hurt you. He's not even trying to get the guns on you. And it's a chance at another kill, and it's going to be another kill indeed, bringing his total up to 4 with an enemy Blyskawica and Takao just around the corner. Hopefully he can get a kill on one of them, pick up that Kraken, really just seal what was a well-played game. And I think he's going to manage it. Personally, I would have AP loaded here. The Bliss's AP can just ace cruisers, though with 900 hit points, HE is going to do it too. The fire tick taking him as he picks up his Kraken. Unfortunately, a secondary shell hits him, delaying the cap, and well, now the whole team's just chasing down that poor lonely enemy Bliss, and well, there's the game.
Now, unfortunately, I do not have any of the post-battle screens for this game, but it was a good game, and I didn't want to not share it just because of that. Overall, I thought Yahool did a very good job. The Bliss is a strong ship, and he maximized its effectiveness. And even when his team started to kind of spread themselves a little thin and get vaporized, he just focused on targets, taking them out of the match. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel or giving this video a thumbs up. Both help keep me motivated. And as always, I'm Qckslvrslash, and I'll have another one for you guys tomorrow.